Caroline, great to see you. US President Joe Biden addressed the nation today. He said global chaos is yet to come. What else?
Well, that's right. Joe Biden addressed Americans and he said he would be applying for special funds from Congress in order to improve military aid to both Israel and Ukraine in the conflicts those countries are involved with. Now, he said this would be a smart investment for the United States because it would pay off in dividends in terms of the future security for that country. I mean, if this erupts into a bigger war, an even bigger war than it already is, and spreads across the Middle East and further into the world, that would obviously be a disaster for the United States, Australia and its allies. So he's pledged his greatest support for Israel in this. He also said, Erin, that he still maintains hope and wants people to maintain hope for peace in the area and a two-state solution, although it's becoming increasingly hard to see how Israel can live peacefully side by side with at least in the Gaza Strip, people, Hamas, who want their entire destruction and who will come in and kill them and behead their babies. I think that's a question a lot of Israelis are now asking. They've tried many times to strike peace deals. Each time they've been refused by the Palestinians. Unless they can get rid of Hamas, which is increasingly difficult given that they hide behind civilians, and Israel obviously doesn't want those high casualties that would be caused by it targeting them. It's very difficult to see how that can be achieved. But nonetheless, Biden did express that hope.
Caroline, an announcement comes as Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin have friendly, and I use that term, well, not lightly, talks in Beijing. What does that all mean?
Yeah, well, this is happening on the sidelines as the world is sort of distracted by what's happening rightfully in the Middle East and watching really carefully that doesn't explode into something bigger. Russia and China and their leaders are meeting over in Beijing, and they pose for a photo, shaking hands. I mean, I think they're using this opportunity to strengthen their relationship, which is troubling.
British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has also backed Israel. He visited as well overnight, promising to stand by them in their darkest hour.
That's right, which I guess is more than you can say for Anthony Albanese. Our own Prime Minister has said he won't visit Israel, but the British Prime Minister went, and he met over there with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem. He promised to stand by Israel, provide support in their darkest hour. He also did praise the efforts, the latest efforts to let in humanitarian aid, which is something many countries have been calling for because the civilians in Gaza haven't had access to that, which is desperately needed. He also did go on to meet with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, and he encouraged him to use his leadership in the region to help maintain peace more widely. He doesn't want to see this explode, and he doesn't want to see other countries, Iran, use this as an excuse to launch an all-out war in the region.
Yeah, we are literally on the edge at the moment. It's terrifying.